Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the committee, for inviting me here to speak on behalf of our small business owners. I'm Nicole Riley with the National Federation of Independent Business. We are Virginia's leading small business association with 5,500 dues-paying members across the Commonwealth. NFIB's members are who you would consider Main Street Virginia. On average, they have 10 or less employees. They cover, our members are from all different industry sectors: manufacturing, retail, restaurants, professional services. We kind of have pretty much people from all types of different industries and types of businesses. But I do want to make it clear too why I'm here to speak on their behalf, because NFIB, when we make policy decisions on very important issues such as this, we ballot our entire membership on that. It's not made a decision by a small group of people or even by staff. We actually ballot our entire membership. And our entire membership told us that to the percentage of 81% were opposed to Medicaid expansion. And that's why I'm here to make it clear that not everyone in the business community supports expanding Medicaid in this year's budget. Since the inception of Obamacare, our small business members have tried to prepare themselves for the impact on their business. What they've witnessed is a failed rollout, canceled plans, and 38 delays or extensions to different pieces of the law, which has created a lot of concern and confusion. Our members have also seen double-digit increases in their premiums. According to the IRS, since the passage of Obamacare, the average Virginia employees' premiums have increased 11.4%, and the average Virginia family's premiums have increased 16.8%. So now we're talking about expanding Medicaid. First, I do want to make it clear that our members do want to make sure that those who need health care assistance have access to it as needed. But what we're talking about is the best way to achieve that. The best way to balance the medical needs of those who are financially less fortunate with the taxpayers who have to pay for the government health care. This is a complex issue that should not be rushed. Our members believe there are a number of questions and considerations that need to be addressed before the Medicaid program is expanded. One, we hear and read numbers of those who are not now covered ranging from 250,000 to 400,000. So what is the accurate number, and what are the costs associated with each of those numbers? And are some of these people that are counted in this group actually eligible for subsidies in the exchange? And then what happens if the number is actually higher than what we anticipated? Also, Governor McCullough suggested that this would be a 2-year pilot project, and then we could cancel the program if Medicaid expansion does not work. Our members find it highly unlikely that the General Assembly will take folks off the Medicaid program once they're on it. They've been waiting since the end of the War of 1812 to have their B-poll tax repealed. We see cities who have imposed meals taxes for projects that are well funded now and are still collecting those taxes. So given that type of history, our members are very skeptical that expansion will ever be rolled back. Also, there has been talk about the Marketplace Virginia proposal, and certainly that is still an option out there, but it is based, from what I understand, on the Arkansas experiment that, with the hope that it would work. But recent reports have shown that it really hasn't become what it started out to be. Federal government changed or did not approve all of the waivers or some of the waivers. The program is more expensive than when it started out. And now the state has decided not to reduce the numbers of those who are newly covered. So Arkansas was stuck. And so I would ask, does Virginia want to follow in Arkansas's lead? But finally, the ultimate question that our business owners are really worried about is, do we really believe that Washington is going to keep its promise in 2020 and fund this at 90%? They know that expanding Medicaid would come with a heavy fiscal burden at a time when our country is dealing with more than $17 trillion in national debt, and they don't want to see Virginia wandering down the same path. If Washington fails to keep its promise to continue funding this expansion, then Virginia will be back here in a couple of years having to make tough decisions between keeping people on the Medicaid rolls or providing salary increases for teachers or benefits for our law enforcement officers, or will the General Assembly just simply raise taxes to cover the shortfall? And in regards to taxes paid by Virginia businesses, yes, there are a number of taxes associated with Obamacare. However, they are not earmarked for specific programs or spending programs within the law. For instance, there is no Medicaid expansion tax. There is no premium subsidy tax. It all goes into one big pot funneled through the U.S. Treasury, and there's no guarantee that each state gets back what it has paid in. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can read the Richmond Times political fact, which brought that to light today. But what my members are more concerned about is when those taxes aren't sufficient enough to cover the costs of Obamacare. So, finally, I would say that, our members would say, let's pass the budget without any type of Medicaid expansion. And then we can work through this issue as we see what pitfalls and successes other states experience before we commit Virginia to an uncertain fiscal future. Thank you.
Thank you.